I have a U.S. citizen parent. Am I a U.S. citizen? What if I have a child born in the U.S.? Is my child a U.S. citizen? Are there any other methods of gaining citizenship by birth? Fortunately for you, I'm that immigration guy, and I'll answer those questions and a lot more. Welcome to my channel. I'm Brent Newcomb. If you're new here, I'm that immigration guy, an attorney focusing solely in immigration law for almost 20 years. And I've been to my share of citizenship interviews, let me tell you. I do want you to remember that I'm not giving you specific legal advice about your case. Every case is unique and has its own challenges and legal issues. This is an informative video. For advice on your particular situation, please seek help from a qualified and experienced immigration attorney, such as me, that immigration guy. The question of who acquires citizenship at birth seems straightforward, but is actually more nuanced than people think. There are 3 ways a person can obtain citizenship automatically. First is being born in the U.S. or certain incorporated territories. Second, citizenship by acquisition at birth if you were born outside the U.S. Third, citizenship by derivation through naturalization or U.S. birth of one parent. I will discuss each of these in turn. First, under the principle of jus soli, under the 14th Amendment to the Constitution, all persons born or naturalized in the U.S. and subject to the jurisdiction thereof are U.S. citizens. What the phrase subject to the jurisdiction thereof has been a controversial portion of the phrase, as it implies that there are cases in which birth in the U.S. is not an automatic grant of citizenship. However, the Supreme Court has not fully addressed the meaning of this phrase. Under the current body of law, birth in the U.S. grants U.S. citizenship for better or for worse. Also, if a person is born in Puerto Rico, Guam, the U.S. Virgin Islands, and Northern Mariana Islands, there are territories held by the U.S., such as American Samoa, where a person born is considered a national but not a citizen of the U.S. Children born on military bases abroad are also not automatically citizens, but may have citizenship derived from their parents. Interestingly, if a child under the age of 5 is found without parents within the U.S., there is a presumption that the child was born in the U.S. and has citizenship absent any evidence to the contrary. Thus, if you were born in the U.S., you have citizenship. The second topic is citizenship by acquisition at birth. This is where it's a little more complicated. A child born outside the U.S., where one or both parents are U.S. citizens, may acquire citizenship by birth. There are a lot of rules and scenarios. Let's take them one at a time. For a child born out of wedlock, the mother must be physically present in the U.S. for 1 year to transmit citizenship. To gain citizenship in this case through the father is particularly difficult, if not impossible. This is because Congress can determine rules if a child is born outside the U.S. If a child is born in wedlock to 2 U.S. citizens abroad, at least one of the parents has to have lived in the U.S. at some point in his life. The law regarding residence used is the law in effect at the time of birth. Thus, it would be very difficult to give a definite answer here, as it would require a lot of surveys of all laws going back to the 19th century. If you are born abroad to at least one citizen, you possibly have citizenship if one of your parents was a U.S. citizen when you were born, your citizenship parent lived in the U.S. at least 5 years before you were born, and at least 2 of those 5 years were after your citizen's parent's 14th birthday. It's highly recommended that you register the birth within 30 days at a U.S. consulate or embassy abroad. This registration will be proof of your citizenship. You may also apply for a passport to have your U.S. citizenship recognized. If you have questions and you fall into any of these categories, I highly recommend that you contact my office and I will review your individual facts. Finally, there is a situation where you can derive citizenship when your parent naturalizes, even if you were born abroad. Under current law, a child derives citizenship as long as one parent is a U.S. citizen by birth at naturalization, the child is under 18 at the time of the parent's naturalization, the child is residing in the U.S. as a green card holder, and the child is residing in the U.S. in the legal and physical custody of the citizen parent. In such cases, there are two ways to obtain proof of citizenship. First, one can apply for a certificate of citizenship through the USCIS. My office will be happy to help with that process. Once you have the certificate, you can then get a U.S. passport. The second method is to go directly to the Department of State and request a passport without the certificate. While I prefer the former method, my office can assist with either process. Of course, there are a number of issues we did not discuss, such as stepchildren, adopted children, and other situations of children born out of wedlock. For more information, contact my office directly for a professional assessment. Well, that concludes this discussion. I would love to hear your personal experiences below. If this video has been helpful, write the word "thanks" in the comments section. I'd love to know how many people this video has helped. I do wish you all of the luck in the world, but please remember, this video has been informative. I give my clients a significantly more detailed look at how to prepare before going into the interview, including a prep on the exam, on the forms, and unexpected questions that might be thrown at them. If you have any issues in your case, please seek professional help, such as from my office. Well, in a nutshell, that's birth-related citizenship issues as explained by me, that immigration guy. If you like this video, hit like below and please subscribe. I will be putting out regular content every few days. Share the video. Contact my office for your specific case. I'll be more than happy to help. And remember, that immigration guy for your future legal needs.